What if the man you knew your entire life held a secret so profound it could rewrite your family history? / for the descendants of John Riley, a quiet, unassuming World War II veteran. That very question became a startling reality. / after his peaceful passing at the age of 97, while sorting through his belongings, his family stumbled upon an unopened letter, tucked away in a dusty box, bearing a postmark from 1945. / Wyatt Grandpa John, a man of unwavering honesty, kept this letter hidden for 75 long years? / what secrets did it hold? And how would its revelation change everything they thought they knew? / get ready for a story of wartime love, sacrifice, and a family legacy turned upside down. / if you love stories that uncover hidden truths and the enduring power of the past, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. You won't want to miss how this unfolds. / John Riley was the epitome of an American hero, though he would have scoffed at the term. / he was a man of few words. His life characterized by quiet dignity and a deep love for his family. / born in a small farming community in Indiana in 1923. John's youth was shaped by the hardships of the Great Depression. / when duty called in 1942, he answered without hesitation, enlisting in the United States Army. / he served with distinction in the European theater, witnessing the horrors of war firsthand, but always maintaining his characteristic stoicism. / after the war ended, John returned home, not eager to recount the darkness he had seen, but carrying its weight nonetheless. / he married his sweetheart, Mary, a kind and gentle woman who understood his quiet nature. / together, they built a life filled with simple joys, raising their 2 children, attending church every Sunday, and tending to their small garden. / John worked at the local factory for over 30 years, a reliable and respected member of the community. / his grandchildren remembered him as a man of routine, always with a twinkle in his eye and a pocket full of Werther's originals. / they knew he had served in the war, of course, but he rarely spoke of it, and they never pressed him. / his wartime experiences remained a sealed chapter in his long and otherwise open book of life. / after John's passing, his son David and his granddaughter Emily took on the task of organizing his belongings. / it was in the attic, amidst forgotten Christmas decorations and stacks of old newspapers, that they found a sturdy wooden box, its brass latch tarnished with age. / inside were John's wartime mementos, faded photographs of his fellow soldiers, a dented helmet, and a neatly folded American flag. / and then, nestled beneath these relics, they saw it, a cream-colored envelope, its paper yellowed and fragile. / the return address was unfamiliar, simply reading Isabelle Moreau, France. / the postmark was clearly stamped November 14th, 1945. / Emily carefully picked it up, a strange feeling washing over her. / Grandpa never mentioned anyone named Isabel, she said, her voice barely a whisper. / David, equally perplexed, gently took the letter. / it was sealed, the paper thin, and brittle where the adhesive had dried out decades ago. / a wave of questions flooded their minds. / why had John kept this letter unopened for so long? / who was Isabelle Moreau, and what could her words have meant to him all these years? / a sense of profound mystery filled the dusty attic air. / days turned into weeks as the letter sat on David's desk, an enigma silently challenging their perception of the man they thought they knew. / they debated opening it, a sense of trepidation holding them back. / it felt like intruding on a deeply personal part of John's life, a part he had deliberately kept hidden. / they considered the possibilities, a wartime romance, a promise made, a secret sorrow. / Mary had passed away 10 years prior, and David couldn't recall her ever mentioning such a letter either. / the weight of the unopened words grew heavier with each passing day. / Emily, a history teacher, felt a particular pull toward the mystery, sensing that this letter held a piece of history, both personal and perhaps something more. They talked amongst themselves, their curiosity battling with their respect for John's privacy. Finally, after much deliberation, they decided that the only way to understand this lifelong secret was to finally break the seal. With trembling hands, Emily carefully used a letter opener to slice through the brittle edge of the envelope. Inside, folded into thirds, was a single sheet of thin airmail paper, covered in elegant, looping script written in French. David, who had taken a few French classes in college, slowly began to decipher the words, his brow furrowing with each sentence. Emily leaned in, her anticipation building. The letter was dated November 10th, 1945, just months after the end of the war. It was a heartfelt message, filled with longing and a deep, abiding love. Isabel wrote of their brief but intense connection during the liberation of her small French village. She spoke of John's kindness, his courage, and the dreams they had shared during those uncertain times. As David translated further, a shocking revelation emerged. Isabel wrote that she was pregnant with John's child. The room fell silent as the weight of Isabel's words settled upon David and Emily. John had a child he never knew about, a child who would now be in their 70s. The implications were staggering. Their quiet, predictable family history had just been irrevocably altered. They reread the letter, searching for more clues. Isabel mentioned the name of her village and expressed her hope that John would return someday. She understood if he couldn't, given the circumstances of war, but she wanted him to know about their child. The letter ended with a poignant expression of enduring love and a photograph, tucked inside the fold, of a young, beautiful woman with kind eyes and a gentle smile. It was Isabel holding a baby. The date on the back of the photograph confirmed it was taken in the summer of 1946. The child would be their half-sibling, their aunt or uncle. The reality was both overwhelming and strangely exciting. Armed with the letter and the photograph, David and Emily embarked on a journey to France, determined to uncover the truth and find Isabel and possibly their newfound relative. They traveled to the small village mentioned in the letter, a picturesque place seemingly untouched by the modern world. With the help of a local historian, they began their search, showing the faded photograph and sharing the story of the American soldier named John Riley. The villagers, with their long memories, recognized Isabel Moreau. They learned that she had indeed raised a child, a daughter named Sophie, and that Isabel had passed away many years ago, but Sophie still lived in the neighboring town. The historian was able to connect David and Emily with Sophie. The meeting was emotional and surreal. Sophie, a warm and welcoming woman, had always wondered about her father, knowing only that her mother had a brief but meaningful relationship with an American soldier during the war. David and Emily shared the letter and the photographs with Sophie, who was deeply moved by the revelation. She had always felt a missing piece in her life, a sense of not knowing half of her heritage. Together, they pieced together the fragments of the past. Isabel, after writing the letter, had waited for John, but as the years passed without his return, she focused on raising Sophie. She never married, her heart forever holding a special place for the American soldier she had loved during a time of great upheaval. Sophie, in turn, had built a good life for herself, with a family of her own, children and grandchildren who were now also part of the Riley family. The reason John never opened the letter remained a mystery. Perhaps it was lost amongst his belongings after the war, and only resurfaced decades later, tucked away and forgotten. Or maybe, carrying the invisible wounds of war, he had buried that part of his past, unable to confront the life he might have had in France. // whatever the reason, the unopened letter had finally revealed a long-held secret, expanding their family in ways they could never have imagined. / David and Emily spent several days with Sophie and her family, forging a connection that transcended language and distance. / they shared stories, laughter, and tears, celebrating this unexpected expansion of their family tree. / they learned about Isabel's life, her strength, and the love she had carried for John. / Sophie, in turn, learned about the man who was her father, a quiet hero who had unknowingly left behind a legacy on 2 continents. / as David and Emily prepared to return home, they knew that their lives and the lives of their families had been forever changed by the discovery of that single, unopened letter. / they had gained a new family, a deeper understanding of their grandfather, and a richer, more complex history than they had ever known. / the past, once hidden, had now blossomed into a shared future. / what an incredible journey of discovery. / the story of John, Isabel, and their families reminds us that the past is always present, waiting to be uncovered. / if you were captivated by this story of hidden truths and the enduring power of family, then make sure to subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories just like this. / hit that subscribe button now. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. / share this video with someone who loves a good mystery and believes in the enduring power of human connection. / what secrets do you think your family history might hold? / let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you.